Hi and welcome back. In this video, I'm going to take you guys along for a week in my life and also what I spend in a week as a 25-year-old working a full-time job and living in Berlin. The weeks can really vary in my life. Some weeks I barely go out and the other weeks my checking account is crying out for help. I also think like a week doesn't really paint an accurate picture of what you actually spend living in Berlin. So at the end of the video, I'm going to talk a little bit more about the monthly payments that you have to make when you live in Germany. Okay, without further ado, let's get into the video. I'm going to go to Liguri after work, so I'm wearing these leggings. It is honestly so comfortable. It's from xoxo. I can wear this all day. I usually do home office on Monday, so I don't spend anything. That's why I'm starting this vlog on Tuesday. I need to go on a diet, but I keep on getting bread for breakfast. This morning I chose a chocolate bread and costed me 1.6 euros. I left work around 5 p.m. and head on to my Liguri class. The walk from the office to the studio is always so nice. I love it. This Liguri session actually killed me because I haven't been to Liguri in the past 2 weeks. I booked the class through ClassPass, so if you calculate it, I think one class runs to about 20 euros. On Wednesday, I went to the office again. It's July, but it feels like fall already. It's so cold. Like, where's summer? I stopped by a cafe again to get some breakfast, and that accounts to 8 euros. I usually bring a lunchbox to work so I don't spend money to eat out. That's actually my biggest tip on saving money, is just to not eat out during lunch. It's voiceover me again. On Friday, I went to run errands after working from home all day. First stop is a Korean beauty store. It's the first time I've visited a Korean beauty store here in Berlin because I'm looking for this popular collagen mask that turns translucent after you wear it for a few hours. I also needed to get some things from the drugstore, so I stopped by DM. I love self-checkout, but these barcodes placement can be very treacherous. And then I went to do some window shopping on a home deco shop. These fake flowers are so cute and I almost bought that cherry straws, but they're out of stock. I also had to go to get some groceries after, and that is all what I spent today. It's Saturday and finally the weekend. We're starting the weekend with a paddle session, but before that I head out to a bakery to get some breakfast. So for paddle, we share the cost of the court rent and divided by 4, so it's 12 euros per person, including racket rent. I'm so bad at ball games and team sports, I don't know why I keep going. Afterwards, I went to another grocery store because the one that I went yesterday didn't have some things that I needed. And for Saturday's groceries, I spent 22.17 euros. And for the rest of the day, I just read To the Lighthouse by Virginia Woolf and watched White Lotus.
Kenyang kamu.
Okay, for this week's shopping, groceries, and dine out, I actually spent 140 euros and 50 cents, which is honestly really good. I didn't do a lot of shopping this week and only ate out twice. Other than that, like I said, I do have bills and subscription that runs through the whole month. The biggest expense I have per month is, of course, my rent. I'm not going to disclose how much rent I actually pay, but depending on where you live in Berlin, in which area, and whether you live alone or not, the rent can really vary from 450 euros to 1,400 euros. For the sake of calculation, let's just say I pay 850 euros per month, and usually electricity is not included, so it's 100 euros on top. And then there's the radio tax that you have to pay even if you don't watch any German TV or listen to any German radio. It's just a rule here, so that's 18.36 cents per month. For fitness, I have a ClassPass subscription with 64 credits and I pay 89 euros for that. That is usually enough for around 4 to 6 fitness classes depending on what kind of fitness class it is, because the way ClassPass works is that each class has different amount of credits depending on the time and the kind of activity. But for me, I usually use it for either reformer or a mega former class, so that those are usually the most expensive classes, and I can only do that like 4 times a month with this subscription. For entertainment, I have Netflix and Spotify, but those are on my dad's credit card, so I don't have to pay for those. I did just get a Wow TV subscription just so that I can watch White Lotus, so that's 9.98 euros. For transportation, I pay 58 euros for the Deutschland ticket, which is basically a ticket that gets you through all of Germany. You can use any kind of public transportation with it, except for the ICE trains, which are the fast trains. For internet, I pay around 15 euros for my phone bill, and then also around 50 euros for my home Wi-Fi. And then there are some insurances, and this is a bit confusing because I mostly pay for it either yearly or quarterly, and there are so many different kind of insurances here in Germany. So let's just say around 20 euros per month for insurances. All that monthly payment accounts to around 1,200 euros. And if you divide it by 4, that's 300 euros a week. So in total, what I spend in a week rounds about to 440 euros and 50 cents. That's basically how much I spend in a week as a 25-year-old corporate girly living in Berlin. I think that my spending is actually on the lower side. I'm not as mindful about money as, people who really save up, but I'm also not as spendy as people who have like the same lifestyle as me, I would say. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and that it brought you a little bit of insight of how much things cost. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!